What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about my 120-gallon display system. So I decided to look around in my old pictures and find all the stuff that it's it relates to my system. So as you can see, this is the beginning of the system, how I made the stand. I was doing the water test and the aquarium, and then the plumbing, all this basic stuff. I was like very new into the hobby. I'm talking about 10 years ago. So a lot of stuff has changed since. Um, I have learned a lot. Here you can see me doing some plumbing. Probably I found a leak in the plumbing, and then I tried to experiment with the aquascape. Not my best work, but I was learning. Um as you can see, I was like really proud of my little progress. Um, Tried to make it as decent, as cool as possible. Of course, as in the pictures, you can see some imperfections, like the power heads are very small. The aquascape is not to scale, and so many other things that I learned and as I go. The sump was almost ready. I was playing like with the water, testing everything out. You can see here my first inhabited was that big hermit crab. Um, Beautiful animal, very problematic though. And then I started getting a few corals, the anemone, and you can see some clownfish, some clarky clownfish in there. And I already have the lights, of course, the sump, but still with a bunch of equipment. I really did not know how much equipment I was going to fit in here. I thought I was having like a good amount of space, but I did not. The amount of equipment was very overwhelming. So I started thinking outside the box and trying to incorporate and try to do some cable management and try to keep everything as neat and nice as possible. And well, time passed, and I started getting more specimens like the Giardini that you see there. And I believe this is the last picture of the crab. He passed away after many, many times that he molted. The Clarkies, this guy right here, that was one of the very expensive fish that I got, and he did not make it. Also, this guy, he was a beautiful, beautiful tamarind wrasse, I believe it's called. And then time passed, and as you can see, I was trying to modify things, took the canopy off, tried to make it like a more modern style, and yeah, now you see a little bit of progress, some corals in there, stuff growing, more stuff growing. I was like getting like the chemistry right, more specimens. Once I got into it, I really love to find new specimens, new corals, new fish, all the fish that you see here. That was my dog barking. Then, yes, I got a few specimens in there, more corals, and I was really into it. Then I got this explosion of anemones growing everywhere. I think I have to remove as many as I could because they were taking over the tank. They until this point they are very problematic. The only reason I have them is because the clownfish they host the anemone, so it's pretty cool. But they do whatever they want. Is really annoying. Um, so more time passed, and as you can see, a lot of coral grew, and I have more fish in there, more stuff growing. Little bits. Uh, One of the big pieces that's in arena, and then this green nephtia. These corals are really nice, and those pictures were taken at night. I try to, this is 10 years of progress, man. I mean, I try to have as much information as I could, and all the time I try to, try to learn from this stuff, try to make it as beautiful as possible. And then really time passed, and I started making new aquascape, new specimens, um, more coral, the you know then more expensive pieces. I was really hooked into it. You can see now the tank is really getting full a little bit. And then I believe this is one of those, not that very recent, but very right. A lot of coral in there. These are more high-end pictures, I will say, and this is a video, I believe, one of the last videos that I took in my previous house of my system. So I was very proud of the stuff that I accomplished on these many years. I don't know the time at the of the video recording, but as you can see, everything looked really nice. Like you can tell by the corals. If you see a tank and the corals, the color of the corals is not vibrant, they are not puffy, that means the tank sucks. But if you can tell, like the coloration and the puffiness of the colors on the aquarium, then you can really see that the whoever tank that is doing very well, right? So that's one of my strategies to see. I was showing off my lighting. At the point I had two radions. I switched to radions XR30s, and then I put an XR15 in the middle. So those radions, they are very powerful. And then I was showing off my control panel, the control panel that I made and that I still have to this point, to this date, I will say. And that thing is, I mean, it's very handy. I took all the electrical out of the sump and put it in like next to the tank, and it's really easy to move things around and hook things up or remove them if I need to. So I was talking about this stuff, and as you can see, I always try to have my electrical very well. I mean, not very well, but at least not like crazy wires everywhere. I believe that the more organization that you have in your system, the better, and that will help you with anything on the future. So it's pretty much like the philosophy that I have behind this is that if the tank is a tool, and you have to keep that tool sharp at all times. So what I mean by that is everything has to be organized, everything has to be on point, because you never know when you are going to need that. If anything goes wrong, then you can backtrack what happened. If I was here, you can see I had a bunch of stuff in sump. Now, just to let you know, all this stuff was and still is DIY. I made everything myself. The only thing that I did not make was the glass. You can see me here posing in all my systems. And now all this stuff is about like the most recent pictures before I move. And this is the move. This is 3 years ago. And after that, these are the more recent pictures. This picture right here is when I lost all my fish and I only have the cowfish. And this is the video, the most recent video. Unfortunate that a pyramid butterfly passed away. I believe the anemones killed him. It was really horrible. But this is the most recent video of my system. So as you can see, everything is super big. So I like I have to trim this tank. I will say almost every 3 to 4 months. I trim it out, and stuff keeps growing. Try to trade, sell, tried to do as much as I could to keep it small. And that takes me to my last point. The reason I'm doing this video is because the tank is going out. I'm getting a new tank and I'm saying goodbye to my old system. So this tank is, this video is the, I will say, one of the last videos about the tank. I will make another video before I disassemble it. But as you can see, everything look nice, and the aquascape itself, as you can see from the beginning, is super different. So thank you very much. Hope you like it. If you don't mind, subscribe, give me a comment, follow, do all the stuff that you have to do, and I will catch you guys in the next video. All right. Thank you and goodbye.